outfield. I represent a district that has more hospitals there than any congressional district in America. I have 5 medical schools in my congressional district. I have more than 20 colleges and universities. I have all of downtown Chicago. And so I was not focused on criminal justice. That just was not my shop. And we started, I have all these advisory groups and committees, I have 35 of them. And we created one we call our ex-offender task force. And as they continued to work and raise issues, raise concerns, it became clear to me that one of the biggest issues facing inner city America was the whole question of reentry. That when you walk down the street in some communities, and if you run into 5 people, 3 of them have some kind of criminal record. Or you bring together a group of young men. We've had what we call expungement summits, where we've had as many as 3,000 people come on a cold day in January, lined up for blocks around a Baptist church, with 60 volunteer attorneys that we've gotten to come in. And I couldn't believe it. The first time I did one of those, I thought I was in the wrong place, and that somebody was giving away food stamps or something at the place where we were having our expungement summit. And every year I do 2 of these. And at no time in the last 3 or 4 years have we had less than 1,500 people who come, generally on a Saturday morning. And so there are just thousands of people all over America in this predicament. So again, I can't thank all of you enough. We look forward to continuing to work on the issues and to make some things happen. I look forward to the President signing this legislation, and I have no reason to believe that he won't, because those of us who started remember that we actually had a letter from the White House when we introduced the bill, indicating that the White House was in support of it. And so conceptually, we know that the President is in support. There may be some things that he may not, necessarily agree with, but conceptually, we know already that the President is in support of this legislation, and we look forward to him putting his signature on it, and we can move on to other things. I want to thank Helen Mitchell, Bernard. Helen came in as we were down the road, and this sort of became her baby here. Bernard is actually a PhD student, doing his doctorate degree in criminal justice over at Howard University, and is one of the most knowledgeable persons that I've encountered in this arena. He's from California and trying to get accustomed to the East Coast, but he's doing fine. And so we've just had a great array of people from every walk of life who've helped bring us to this point, and we thank you.
Before you talk, I just noticed that Chuck Olson from Prince Fellowship is coming in. I just want to again say how much
by all means,
appreciate his leadership on this.
Well, thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Congressman, thank you for your leadership. I got my PhD in criminal justice as well by going to prison after being in the government. So I know what it's like inside. And I got to tell you that the thing that is so despairing, I've been 600 prisons since I was released. The thing that is so despairing in prisons is the sense of hopelessness. Because what has a guy got when he's got 20 years to look at in prison, and his family's broken up, and he's got no hope, and he can only look at maybe he's going to get out, and if so, maybe he'll be lucky enough to be one of the 1/3 who could stay out. So that's a pretty despairing thing. You all have risen to the challenge of providing some mechanism and means for helping people get welcomed out of prison and readjusted into society. Winston Churchill once said, you can tell a good society by going to the bottom and see how they treat the least of the people. The Bible tells us exactly the same thing. Jesus said, that which you've done to the least of these you've done to me, and what you haven't done to the least of these you haven't done to me. So I salute the congressman who made the really tough fight here. And it wasn't easy to do because nobody likes struggling programs, and especially for prisoners, you'd like to put them out of your mind, forget they exist. But thank God there are men up here of courage and women of courage who are willing to do what is right. And this is one of those cases. So on behalf of the 2.3 million people in prison today, whom I've never forgotten, even though I was released 32 years ago, I've never forgotten those people left behind.